welcome to my video today. My name is Corey Heisey, and today I'm going to show a website that I'm working on with my mom. And it's so she's a writer. She writes fiction and has won a few competitions for short stories and has been published on a few magazines from these winning these competitions. And she's been writing a lot lately, and then she said, I should create like a bit of a website, of course, like a blog, but then she said, I can make more of like a SaaS, like a software as a service, to sell the chapters, like the actual content, and then also create AI companions or AI characters from the characters in the stories, and just using a system prompt to wrap the I'd say like ChatGPT wrapper for these characters, but you can obviously use other models, not only OpenAI. But yeah, so I'll just we can go over the website here quickly. I'll show you. So HWSS, Holy Weird Supernatural Stories, and Tales from the Dreamweaver Forest, and this is the homepage, or like the mansion, the Windhaven, and she uses ChatGPT to mainly make these images, but writes everything. And so a little bit of introduction, blah blah, and a living world of fiction, imagination, and conversation. And we have an email newsletter. And then here is I have an account, and I've created a premium account for myself. And we have our AI companions here, Duchess, which is like the main host. Jacob, I don't know all the stories, to be honest. I've read like 2 of the chapters, but where they haven't, like the first chapter, Duchess is decided to buy some property in British Columbia. In the second chapter, she's like starting to get to know the house and the property, and so I guess these characters come later. But a thoughtful, observant, restrained, and reader. I guess he's like a helper, a caretaker on the mansion here. And yeah, so we can from here we can go read tales. And then here's the first chapter with a table of contents. So we have the first chapter, go through here, go to the next page, chapter 2. And then so right now the chapter 4 has been released, and we release them every 2 weeks, every second Friday, and a new chapter. And so we have this is like a bit of a section from chapter 1, and then can go into here, right to the chapters. And if I, for example, sign out, chapter 1 is available, and then there's no more table of contents, but only chapter 1. So next page, and then chapter 2, you have to sign in. Or sign up. So that's like the chapter 1 is free for anyone that comes to the website, and chapter 2 and beyond, you need a free account. And then also we have here is the newsletter, just for if you only want the newsletters. And the newsletters will have like a segment from the chapters, and then pointing or like linking to the new chapter, and kind of giving a teaser of the chapter. And then here is like meet the staff. So these are, let's see, thoughtful, observant, restrained, a reader, thinker who speaks plainly without urgency. A warm with witty psychic. So this is mainly taken from the system prompt, but I think my mom will send me a bit of a update of like a specific bio, like a description for each character, or each, like, because these are the staff, and then the other, maybe the characters will be more of like guests. But we can go here, and I've been chatting with Duchess, and she's like tarot card reader, and can do like 1 or 2 card reads, and also just chat. And I think part of the point is like for writers to use the chat companions as a inspiration on writing. So it's like a writers for writers. So like, I'm a writer, I want to read nice content, and then also chat with these characters to kind of talk about writing, or whatever you want, and then you can ask them about their life and as a character. And yeah, so that is the web application here. And so I've developed it with Next.js, and have a Postgres database hosted on my server with Coolify. So we have the account. And I'll show. So we have the users, the email addresses, the email signups, the account subscription, or like the account tiers, and of course the characters, tips and prompts, saved all in the database. And then we have this connected with to Stripe. So for the free account, it has newsletter stories and access to book 1 and chapter 1 of the second book, and then limited chats on Duchess. And then $4.99 Canadian is all the same. Like, so access to all the books, new chapters released, and then extended chats with Duchess. And then the premium of $20 Canadian and $19.99 is the all 6 characters and chapters released every second Friday with all the books. But you have the unlimited chats with all 6 characters, so get kind of more of the money there. And I canceled my subscription here just so I tested the actual Stripe checkout process with to make sure it works, and then so I paid myself, and then canceled to make sure it all worked. Like, because I can use like testing API keys and do the process, make sure the web hooks work, and come back. But I decided to also just test the real production with a real credit card, because it's on my Stripe, so I'll get the money back anyways. And then test the cancellation, and it says it cancels until February 13th. And yeah, it says I have current premium plan. That's because I changed it in the database to be able to see. Yeah, and so far it's working pretty good. We still need to update all the characters. Like Lucas has the picture, but there's no real system prompt for him, and the rest, they have this amount of backstory, personality, and system prompt, but I think they still need to be tweaked a bit. And then in the chat, there's a bit of it could probably be a bit improved here. So I think I have a clear chat button, because there's no like new chat, and it just saves it forever, and sometimes it could be annoying. And then a while ago, one of the first features I made was this sort of moving character, and I'll just move this. So then I have this like magic on off button if you're like annoyed with the dancing cat, or this like lavender cat. Magic on. So that's something that, but yeah, so this could be improved. I'm not really sure. It's kind of an old feature that I implemented. But yeah. So it's looking pretty good. It's all working. We have some organic emails, signups, and a few users even. So it's going good, and check it out. Sign up for the newsletter or get access to the free account and read the chapters. They're pretty good. Like I said, she's like won a few competitions and has been published, and the writing it's quite nice. It's a little fiction, but with like a realistic setting in British Columbia. So like I said, I read the first few chapters and it was quite nice. So yeah. Yeah, so that's another project I've been working on, and it's all ready to use, so you can check it out, sign up, and thanks for watching, and bye for now.